Morocco have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Marcus Llorente, is a surprise revelation in recent times. I think the proof, perhaps, of how a change of coach and system can have such an effect on a career. I'd say he's one of the most notable all-round midfielders about. A 4, an 8, a 6, an 11, and a 10 all in one.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Ball is over the line. And it's Llorente. Lovely feet. Gets his head on it! Cleared without complication. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Morocco, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Hakimi getting this one clear. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Ferran Torres. eFOOTBALL. And that has been clubbed away. Referee's given a throw. eFOOTBALL. Out to the right. Oh, such a clever touch. He's well positioned. Pedri! Raheem Diaz. Moved on forwards. Hakimi. Ferran Torres. Kubasi. Rodri. Pedri. Aim forwards. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Howson. Baina. Rodri. Baina. Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Baina. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bunu. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Yamal. Llorente. Great defending, strong and determined. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rodri. Baina. Pedri. And it's played forward. They get a throw in. And it's Llorente. Llorente elects to cross. Hakimi gets it clear. Unai. Looking to break at pace. And a
looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rodri. Grimaldo. Grimaldo shifted upfield. Baina. eFOOTBALL played out towards the right wing. Some good work on the right flank here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yamal delivers with whip. Spain have reclaimed it. Yamal. Llorente. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Pedri. Mikel eFOOTBALL. Grimaldo. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kubasi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Howson. Baina. Llorente. Pedri. And it's lofted through here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Hakimi. That's a sharp pass. Al Kubasi forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres. Yamal. And that's a good chance for a shot! They've played it short. And it's Llorente. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Llorente. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, red. Nice interception. Baina. Now it's Yamal. Very nicely done. Yamal. Yamal! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Spain make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Out to the left it goes. He's having a shot! Ferran Torres. Morocco are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
eFOOTBALL. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Out of play for a throw. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Muscular approach does pay off here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Hit into the middle. Howson gets it away. He's cut it out. Howson gently done. Diop moved on forwards. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Ferran Torres. Rodri. Pedri forwards and with intent. eFOOTBALL. Yamal over to the left. Nice control. Pedri. El Ainaoui gets good distance on it. And played it back swiftly. Rodri. Played down the flank. Llorente. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri, and here's eFOOTBALL. Chance! They've scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Howson. Rodri. El Ainaoui shifted upfield. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That looks a cracking ball. Danger averted for now.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's played forward. Hakimi wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that has put paid to that. Kubasi. Howson. Llorente. It's a good run down the right. And here's Baina. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi with the clearance. El Ainaoui aim forwards. It's just beyond his reach. Kubasi. Ferran Torres. Pedri. And here's Pedri. Diop shifted upfield. Now, what about a counter-attack? Unahi. Spread out to the left. Oh, it's played into the area. Yamal was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Kubasi. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Rodri. Howson. And it's played forward. Now it's Yamal. Yamal tries to dink it through. There's the shot! And he's heaved it away. Rodri. Baina. Ferran Torres. Way off the ball! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Unahi. Has a quick glance. Shoots! It's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Proves too strong. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Howson. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Unahi. Diop. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, sweet feet. That's a throw. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to clear it. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Hakimi, gently done. Grimaldo. Cuts out the pass. Howson. Grimaldo. Now it's Ferran Torres. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Moved on forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. El Ainawi. Diop, oh, good-looking ball, calmly anticipates. Howson. Baina. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. That's a little off target. Tedri forwards and with intent. Oyarzabal. Unahi. And it's Diaz. Hakimi drives forward on the overlap. Firmly met. And reclaimed it in a trice. Diop. Driven forward. Now that's well seen too. Kubasi. And it's played forward. Out for a throw. It'll be a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. Oh, can he get onto this? Rodri. Yamal. Baina. Llorente carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Bruno claims it, and the danger passes. El Ainawi. Quality ball. And he thumps it clear. Have it back, and can go again.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Ferran Torres. That's really well manoeuvred. Howson tries to clear. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's the throw. And it's Hakimi. Unahi receives it in a... Can he finish? Can he stop it? Could be danger here. Grimaldo. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rodri. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Riyad, gently done. Kubasi is there and he can get that clear. Not the most accurate pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Rodri. Pedri. Kubasi. Rodri. Grimaldo. Howson. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Diop gets over and intercepts. Aim forwards. Howson cuts it out. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Ferran Torres. And he's on his way! Ferran Torres! Yamal. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's played into the middle. Riyad attempts a clearance. Moved on forwards. Ferran Torres. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. And that is going out for a goal kick. And he cuts out the supply. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Howson, aim forwards. Llorente tries making a foray down the right. And here's Llorente. Vaina. Now it's Oyarzabal. Do have a chance to counter here. Brahim Diaz. Kubasi. Pedri. Kubasi. Howson. That's been drilled forward. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Llorente. Howson. Vaina. Rodri. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. And it's Diaz. Unahi. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name, lobbed in behind. That's really well cleared. Llorente. Yamal. Vaina. Llorente. Vaina. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's onto it in a flash. Kubasi makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Llorente. Llorente making good progress on the right-hand side. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Llorente. Vaina. Kubasi. How Kubasi gently done. Vaina. Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. And we hit half-time, are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Morocco can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pedri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Howson. Pedri. Pau Kubasi looks to the other side. Oh, nicely intercepted. Riyad. Forwards and with intent. Llorente. Pedri. Baina. Llorente. Rodri. Pedri. Oyarzabal. That has found him in acres of space. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
So here comes a substitution. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Rodri. Baina. And it's played forward. Oh, time. Excellent interception. Baina. Llorente. Baina. And it's Llorente. Rodri. Pedri. Rodri. Tries a measured ball. Llorente concedes a free kick for that. Riyad. Hakimi shifted upfield. Kubasi. Rodri. Yamal. Now it's Baina. And here's Yamal. Can he finish? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Grimaldo. He's got space in the area. Played into the box. A corner it is then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shot, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Grimaldo. Pedri. Rodri. Oyarzabal. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oyarzabal, played out to the right. Adli. Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui. That's really well manoeuvred. Takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Yamal. Oh, super find. Diop. Diop goes forward. Llorente. Baina. Yamal. Llorente. Rodri. Ball's played through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Diop. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Pedri. Morocco needing a change of fortune here. Baina. Up towards the front line. Howson. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. And it's Llorente. Nice interception, well timed. Baina. Llorente. Yamal. And that's aimed into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. He can run onto that. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Adli. El Ainaoui. Adli. And it's El Ainaoui. Over to the left. That's tidy. Well read, nice interception. Clearly not happy with that. Yamal. Oh, good spread. El Ainaoui, gently done. Baina. Ferran Torres. Brahim Diaz does really well to win the ball there. Oyarzabal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well measured. And the ball is out of play. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Baina. Llorente. Oh, this looks sharp. Short changes him with that pass. Brahim Diaz, probing pass. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Grimaldo. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo played out to the left flank. Morocco have got it back and they'll have another go. Diop, nicely aimed pass. Pedri. Brahim Diaz played into space. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Morocco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rodri. Llorente. There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vicious ball here. He played through for the wide man.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
He's in a great position here. Yamal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Baina. Llorente. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That is a little undercooked. Caresses it through. Rodri getting this one clear. That'll be a throw-in. Baina. Llorente. Bina. Llorente. Howson. Pedri. Rodri. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. Grimaldo going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Grimaldo. Brahim Diaz hurtling down that right flank. Ferran Torres. Yamal. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oyarzabal. Bina. And it's been played through. And he's there to get it away. And it's Llorente. Played into the middle. Riyad is there and he can get that clear. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that's been won straight back. Llorente. Yamal. Bina. Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. That is lovely. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ferran Torres stood his ground strongly. And that has been knocked clear. Llorente clears it away. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Bina. Bina, forwards and with intent. Showing good feet. Llorente. Llorente with the cross. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Howson. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Riyad. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pedri. El Ainawi. And it's Diaz. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach, and he has been fouled there. Grimaldo have it back and can go again. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Diop, oh, good-looking ball. Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Pedri. Grimaldo. Rodri. Baina, aim forwards.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ferran Torres. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Llorente. That's good play. He's in here! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's had a crack. It is a fantastic goal. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Spain go 2 up and into a position of real strength. Adli. That's really well manoeuvred. Cleared away. Riyad shifted upfield. Picks it up out wide. Baina moved on forwards. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And it's Baina. Ferran Torres. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rodri. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And that would have won it.
I tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Llorente cuts out the pass, and it's Diaz. Grimaldo does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oyarzabal. Llorente. Baina. Llorente. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ferran Torres. Rodri. Baina. Rodri. Out to the left it goes. He is just caressing the ball. There will be a throw-in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's going to be another one. And it's been taken short. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Grimaldo. Rodri. Rodri, gently done. And it's played forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Howson. Yamal. Out to the right. Al-Ainawi forwards and with intent. Llorente. Yamal. Oh, delicate chip through. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, can he get onto this? Howson gets over and intercepts. Pedri. Grimaldo. Oyarzabal. Yamal. Spread out to the left. Can he deliver? Cross from Ferran Torres. Yamal. And the finish! And that's caused a worry or two. Baina plays it short. Succumbs to the pressure. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. Grimaldo. Llorente. Yamal. Baina. And here's Yamal. Al-Ainawi cuts it out. And now the breakaway. That's really well manoeuvred. Llorente can get it clear. Morocco can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Pedri. Rodri, aim forwards. Riyad, shifted upfield. Howson. Adley! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Calmly anticipates. Riyad is onto it in a flash. Howson gets across to intercept that. Grimaldo. Grimaldo goes on a charge down the left. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hakimi played with finesse. Played into space out wide. Two minutes to be added on. Baina. Howson. Llorente. Howson. Pau Kubasi goes forward. And it's El Ainawi. Brahim Diaz. Adley shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Adley clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Morocco making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Grimaldo, over to the left. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Grimaldo. Howson. And that will be the final act. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.